Hello everyone, nice to have you all here on time. Together we are Empowered Care Team. My name is Mandeep Singh Wadhwa.
My name is Mamun Rafi.
I am Eunice.
I'm Rohini Sharma.
Nice to have you all here. Today we will be talking about how nonverbal communication helps healthcare professionals in their daily work. We will discuss how they deal with different situations using nonverbal cues such as body language, eye contacts, gestures, and tone of voice, especially when words are not even an option. In this podcast, we will also talk about the question we prepared and the responses we gathered from healthcare workers working in different settings. We have interviewed them. We interviewed professionals to hear their views and real life experience with nonverbal communication at their workplace. Right? So let's get started with our first question. How can nonverbal cue help build trust between healthcare professionals and patients? Yanis?
Yeah, so non-verbal cues like eye contact, body language, touch can help build trust between healthcare professionals and patients by showing empathy and understanding. I recently had the chance to interview one lady from Main Street Project called Francesca. And based on our interview, she made it clear to me that as a home care worker, she have seen firsthand how non-verbal cues can make big difference. She said maintaining eye contact, smiling and open body language are so important. She again said these cues convey empathy, understanding, attentiveness, and professionalism, making patients feel more comfortable and valued. She again added, when patients feel at ease, they are likely to open up and ask questions, which ultimately helps us better. Yeah.
My interview name was Eric. He also mentioned like nonverbal cues like eye contact and gentle tone and a calm posture help patient feel safe and more heard, which build trust between them and healthcare professional.
I also agree on that thing because if you have a clear gesture or making your patient feel safe, they will always communicate in every way possible.
Yeah, it's similar as my interview said. It's the same thing, giving them smiling posture and good gestures.
Yeah, it's like similar answers. Yeah, in healthcare settings, like nonverbal cues always is the main aspect for building trust between patient and healthcare. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. How do you connect with deaf or mute patient when words are not even an option? Would you like to give the viewpoint and what your interview said?
Yeah, sure. Basically, this is all about creativity and adaptability. As my interview said, that I interviewed Raman, and she's a healthcare aid worker. She said that it's all about beyond words. When words fail, they are always listening the signals, the silent signals. So it's all about the gestures, smiling, and first step is the making the sense of safety for them, and also it's the key point is consistency and patience. They have to be patient. Yeah.
Yeah, the same way my interviewee expressed it. That might be really good example for us to learn about this. Like my interviewee shared that he worked at one place where he worked. There is usually one professional available who is trained to communicate with deaf or mute patients. When their professionals, these professionals are in high demand and often get more paid. That part I found really interesting. Like if we will learn this thing communicating with deaf or mute people, that will be higher paid job comparatively other healthcare aid professionals. So he also mentioned that while waiting for other specialists, other staff should still have basic knowledge to understand and communicate as much as possible with the with patient who are deaf or mute.
Based on what my interview said she said she has experience in working with two deaf patients, and normally what they do is they use visual aids, sign language, writing notes to communicate with them, and it's really helpful. Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, same goes for my interview as well. She mentioned what Rohini mentioned as well, they have different kind of needs in a sense. So you have to be able to understand what they want from you in a sense, because they're in a stage that you have to like lean on them in a sense. So I believe that communicating and making both like individual efforts is completely necessary in that
Yes,
position.
individual efforts, like if there is already a professional available to deal with deaf or mute, we should also be under basic understanding to understand them.
Absolutely.
All right. Next question is some instance in which using of gestures facilitates the communication between healthcare professional and patient affected.
Yeah. Gestures are very useful when you are handling or talking to a patient. A lot of special patients have difficulty hearing, difficulty understanding how talking or like any other stuff works. So as per my interviewee Jasper, she gave me an example. It's like when she is helping a patient who has problem or difficulties of hearing or any other kind of things, she points to an object or use her hands for gestures or signals to show what she's doing or what she is about to do in a sense. Those actions help avoid confusion between them and make things go really, really smoother.
I have also received the similar response from my interviewee. He said like pointing, hand signs, and showing where it hurts are often used, especially when patient can't speak clearly. These simple actions help avoid confusion and make faster and easier in busy healthcare settings.
Absolutely, I second
Yeah,
that.
same here. According to Francisca, home care worker, she also said gesture can be really powerful. For example, pointing to a specific body part that can help identify the source of pain or discomfort. Also, using hand gesture to demonstrate exercise or stretches can also be helpful. Even simple things like nodding or shaking your head can show agreement or disagreement. And when you are working with a patient who may not speak the same language, gesture can convey complex information in a simple way. That's what she said to me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Raman also said these things. Like she said, these are the most important and first key point things that we have to see the gestures of the patient and the face expression that they show restlessness. So it's the basic thing they are going to do that for the first time if they are seeing any uncomfortness without words.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar. So moving on to next question. When a child can't explain what they feel, how do you understand their emotion through nonverbal cues and how do you guide their parents to give them the right care?
Yeah. So it's all about rooted with the emotional intelligence, observation, and patience. So the Raman said that they always see the body language in a child. When they have a child patient, they see their body language, their face expression, and they see that their restlessness or changes in their behavior because they can't say anything, but they can react. It's also, and sometimes she said they offer something to a child like a chocolate, and when the child don't receive that, so it's the basic thing that he's not well or he's not in the good mood, so they just try to give the feel them sense of feel them sense of safety, and as well as they just call for child doctor and they say to their parents that feel them comfort or just take in their lap. So that's the basic thing they do. What about you?
As per Eric's viewpoint, he mentioned that in hospital settings, parents or guardian usually guide the healthcare worker about their child, what they are going through, but often it's the fear on the children face that clearly shows how they are feeling, what they are going through. He said like it's important to read these expressions carefully, especially because sometimes even parents may not fully understand what their children are going through. So as a healthcare professional, we should be more focused what they are trying to express through their expression. Mostly children feel are fear about like saying things, so we should understand those things from them.
I think it's basically the same thing as Francisca was explaining to me. She said when you're working with children, you have to pay close attention to their non-verbal cues,
Yeah.
and also their facial expressions and body language, tone of voice.
Mhm.
All these things can give you sense of like how they are feeling, and also if a child is frowning or crossing their arms, it might infer that they are feeling anxious or upset. Yes. By paying attention to these cues, you can respond in a way that's supportive and comforting.
Yes, surely.
Yeah, it's like as per you guys and as per my interviewee Jasper, you guys said the things I have to say. In a sense, like when a child is in distress, they show signs. Like they might not speak loudly or like clearly, but they will show you signs what they are going through. They might feel discomfort, and you can see in their faces.
Yes.
Children have more expression on their face comparatively adults and elder
Absolutely.
people.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So coming to our last question, which we have asked to our interviewees, what do you think some people are better at reading body language than others?
So I will quote from what my interviewee said. According to Francisca, she said, I think it is a combination of things. Some people may be naturally more attuned to non-verbal cues, but I also think it is a skill that can be developed over time. She again said emotional intelligence, empathy, attention to details. These are all important factors. And of course, experiencing working with diverse population can also help you become more aware of different cultural norms and customs. She again added, as a home care worker, I have had opportunity to work with patients from all walks of life, and I think that's helped me become more sensitive to non-verbal cues.
So does my interview says that as well. It's like having more experience working with more people gives you the flexibility and the understandability about them.
Like same way I pointed to you to speak something, you answered the same way. Like my interview explained it. Like body language is an important part at workplace. Most of the learning happens on the job, starting with colleagues by noticing how they feel or express themselves. He also mentioned that they learn from each other by sharing how they deal with their patient through gestures, show their emotion through body language.
Yes, the Raman said that it's the same when we are working with our colleagues or new patients. So they're getting better day by day. It's about just experience, getting experience with and other and another people and from different countries, reading their emotional language and their body gestures, how they do things. And it's also about good observation. When we observe patients, how they do things and how they do it normally and how they do it differently, so it's all depend on that.
All right, so we would like to conclude the conversation. Somebody of you?
Yeah, for sure, I'll go for it. Non-verbal communication plays a huge role in healthcare. In healthcare, through expression, gestures, body language, touch, healthcare aides are able to understand better without even words. It helps build trust, gives comfort to our supports clean us. It helps build trust, gives comfort, and supports clear communication in different situations. From children to seniors, nonverbal cues allows healthcare workers to connect deeply with those they are deeply with them.
All right, so we have combined the information really well, especially thanks to our interviewees. It's really good.
It's very insightful.
Thank you all.
You're welcome.
What was the question? Like, what was the main part of the question?
I believe these two questions go on really good.
And I was about to say,
I don't want to edit it from the you have to start it again, but
Of bro, it's that one word.
it's not about that one.
it's a video. That's more emotion. They can see your more emotion.
You said it wrong. They will say you said it wrong.